सिन्दूरारुणविग्रहां त्रिनयनां माणिक्यमौलिस्फुरत् तारानायकशेखरां स्मितमुखीम् आपीनवक्षोरुहां पाणिभ्यमलिपूर्णरत्नचषकं रक्तोत्पलं बिभ्रतिं सौम्यां रत्नघटस्थरक्तचरणां ध्यायेत् परामम्बिकाम्. Jai Ma Lalita Ambika, Jai Gurudev. I bow down at the lotus feet of all my gurus. I bow down at the lotus feet of Ma Lalita residing in all your hearts. And I bow down at the lotus feet of Srimad Adi Shankaracharya. And I request Ma, as well as all my gurus, to bless me with that special ability to explain Soundarya Lahari in simple language so that all of you can understand it easily. I am just an instrument. I am speaking. But the way you will understand is how Ma will make you understand. So Ma is residing in everybody's heart, and she is the one who will bring out the real essence in all your hearts. So I pray to Ma that she blesses us all while we try to understand Soundarya Lahari. Till now, we have learned Anand Lahari, and now we are on the next part, which is called Soundarya Lahari. We finished till shloka number 42 till 60. 42 to 60 we finished it. Now we are reading shloka number 61 onwards. From 42nd shloka, as we learned last time, we were meditating first on her crown. Her crown is studded with sun and the stars and the moon. And from that meditation, which is basically of the formless, we now are going into much more details where we are going to visualize her form. So this is the beauty of this whole poetry. So we start from the formless and now we are going to a form. So the 42nd shloka was more describing on the crown, description of the crown, and then we went on to the hair of mother, and then we went on to the Simant, the partition of the hair, and then we meditated upon her forehead, then we meditated upon her eyebrows which resemble the Cupid's bow, we meditated upon her eyes, and we meditated that her eyes are like arrows and which are piercing Shiva's heart. Piercing Shiva's heart means she's making him fall in love. So like that. And those arrows, those eyelashes are the feathers on those arrows, and those arrows are going all the way from the ear. And not only she is captivating Shiva's heart, she is captivating all the devotees' hearts too with her beautiful eyes. So we meditated on that. After that, we meditated upon Ma's earrings, ears and earring, and in the we meditated like Kamdeva, Lord of Love. He gets his energy or gets his power from Ma's beautiful face, and his chariot is Ma's earrings, and those earrings are reflected on Ma's cheeks. So we learned all about that. So Ma's cheeks are so bright and shining like that of a moon. Sometimes the eyes are resembling blue lotuses. Sometimes Shankaracharya says the eyes, one of the eyes is like the sun, the moon, and the third eye is the twilight, and the third eye is also red in color because the third eye is jealous of these two eyes, because these two eyes, they are able to reach all the way till here. They resemble a lotus petal, and they can go all the way to the ears because Ma is interested in hearing all those little poetries and little prayers about herself. So we meditated on all those forms of mother. Now we will go to the 61st shloka. We have only gone all the way till here. Now we are going on her mouth area, then on her neck, and then on her hands, and slowly the whole meditation will take you all the way to her feet. And in between the meditations, the meditation also reflects mother's nature also. So we are going to meditate on that too. Let's go to 61st. Asau nasa vanshah tuhinagiri vancha dhvajapati Tvadiyo nediyah phalatu phalamasmakamuchitam vahantyar muktaha shishikara nishvasha galitam samrityayattasam bahirapi samukta manidharaha. Before this, we had meditated on Ma's earrings, and that was a very beautiful meditation. It said, when Ma is hearing all her stutis, all her prayers, uh, first of all, we pray to her, and then her own Devis, the Vag Devis or Saraswati, she comes there and prays to her and sings in front of her. Ma is very happy. So Ma does not talk anything, Ma just nods her head. And when she nods her head, her earrings, they go and they hit here, and then you can hear the sound of the tinkling bells. So that was a beautiful meditation we heard last time. Now here, after meditating on the ears and her cheeks, now we are going on the nose. So Ma's nose, it is compared to that of a bamboo, not an ordinary bamboo, a bamboo which gives pearl. Now this is very important because actually there is a pearl called bamboo pearl. When the bamboos get old, something inside them, they remove this and they make it into pearls. So bamboo pearls. Bamboo pearls are very auspicious, and in tantra many people use it for attraction of money and stuff. So there are a lot of things done with bamboo pearl. So Ma's nose is actually compared with that of a bamboo shaft. It says that when Ma is breathing, her breath that comes out is very cool, and from that cool breath, so many muktas are coming. The word here used specifically is mukta, and the word for bamboo is vansha. So here it says nasa vanshaha. The word is, your nose is like the nasa vansha. Nasa means nostrils or nose, or vansh means, the vansh has two meanings. One is bamboo and vansh means kul. Kul means dynasty, okay, or lineage. That is kul. So one thing is, he says, when mother is breathing, she exhales cool air, and because of the coolness of that air in her nostrils, there are so many pearls being produced, and one of the pearls has just flown out, and it can be seen in the nose ring that she is wearing. Now this is very poetic. When somebody writes like this and somebody who is not poetic will hear, they'll be like, what is this comparison? Nose, bamboo, pearl. But here we have to understand, in every little thing that he writes, there are deeper meanings too. He says, may this beauty of your nose and the pearls that are coming out, they are like the fruits of desire of all the beings who are meditating upon you. So may these pearls fulfill the desire of every living being. So as I explained, Nasa Vansh means bamboo, and Mukta means pearl, or Mukta means liberated souls. So when it says Nasha Vansh, it means, oh mother, from your being, because you're breathing, once you breathe, you create the, because of your breathing and everything, everybody is living. You are as a prana shakti in everybody. So, oh mother, because of your breathing, so many devotees are living, and these devotees have so many desires. So let those breathing, and you are breathing in them as the life energy. So mother, let your breathing produce so many pearls that everybody's desires get fulfilled. Those pearls are indicating their desires. So let every devotee who is meditating upon you, every devotee who meditates upon your nose, let their desires become fulfilled. So those pearls coming out are resembling the desires. Now regarding Shankaracharya, did he have any desire? Well, he is a monk. He does not have any desire. His only desire is to serve the people. And he says, those who read this and meditate on Ma's nose, their desires will be fulfilled. So one is that. Another thing is, Mukta means, as I said, liberated souls. Oh mother, I can see that so many liberated souls are coming out of you. So your lineage, Vansh means lineage, your lineage consists of all liberated souls. Now, when I say liberated souls, do not think that liberated souls are somebody else. Never ever think like that. You can become that liberated soul. Always put this example on yourself. Can I be the liberated soul? Can I be? Yes, you can be. You are all part and parcel of Ma. So Nasa Vansh, here when it says Vansh, lineage, if somebody asks you, what is your lineage? What is your Vansha? You say, I am Ma's Vansha. I am Ma's lineage. I belong to Ma. That is, when you start believing and when you start saying, I belong to Ma, I am a liberated soul, then you will be liberated. What happens when we read all these things, we think that this is for somebody else, this is not for us. No, we are all meant to be liberated. It's in your thought. Who can become liberated? Who is meditating on Ma day in and day out, that person can become liberated. Who is meditating with no other desire left anymore. All your desires are fulfilled. You know, if I meditate on Ma, all my desires will be fulfilled. I don't even have to ask her. That person who has no desire, only desire is to love Ma, is a liberated person. That simple. So he says, oh mother, I can see those who are meditating on your pretty face, on every feature, and on your own nose. I can see so many liberated souls coming out. You are just breathing so many liberated souls. And they are all your lineage. They all belong to you. Now, let's go to the next one. Prakritya raktayas tava sudati dantachadaruche pravakshe sadrishyam janayatu phalam vidrumalata nabimbam tadbimbam pratiphala naragatarunitam tulamadhyarodum katamiva vilajjeta kalaya. Now here, after meditating on the nose, we are coming. So mother meditating on the nose, and then mother is wearing the mukta. Mukta means pearl. Pearl, every pearl indicates a liberated being, and every pearl indicates that your desires are being fulfilled. After meditating like that on the nose, we move our meditation to the mouth of mother. So, and how is she? She is smiling. And when she's smiling, you look at her teeth. Oh, what beautiful rows of teeth. And then you look at her lips. He says, oh mother, your lips are red in color. And then he says, I don't even know how to compare that redness in this world. So he tries to bring out one example, that your lips are red like coral. But coral has no fruits. So if coral had a fruit, then your lips probably will be comparable to the coral fruit. Because I am thinking, he says, in the world, people compare women's lips with this entire lip and the teeth with pomegranate. You see pomegranate, they have seeds, white seeds within red something. So it will resemble the white teeth with red gums and red lips. So he says, oh, ordinary women are being compared with the bimba fruit. Bimba means pomegranate. But that redness is not any redness. That redness is not even 1/16th fraction, not even the 16th fraction of the color of your red rosy lips. Oh mother, only coral possibly can be compared. Coral fruit, that too coral fruit, which doesn't happen. Probably coral fruit will come, which will take all the redness to it, and then maybe we will be able to compare to your red lips. So we are meditating on Ma's red lips, which is incomparable. Now let's go to the next one. So we went to the Nasika. Now we are in the mouth area. We meditated on her teeth, on her red lips, and then with that red lips, she is smiling. When she smiles, the smile is so bright, it dazzles the whole world. So here it says, Smithjyotsna jalam tava vadana chandrasya pibatam chakorāṇāmasit atirasataya chanchu jadima ataste sitancho Amarita laharim amla ruchayah pibanti swachandam nishi nishi brisham kanjikadhaya. When mother smiles, her face dazzles, and when it dazzles, it is dazzling like the brilliant moon. And there are these chakora birds. Chakora birds are always hankering after the moon. But when you smile, mother, your shine, it defeats the shine of the moon. So all these chakora birds start looking at you. And not only are you shining bright, you are smiling, then all the sweetness is just flowing out of you. So your face is radiating sweetness as well as it is beating the shine of the moon. So the chakora birds are looking at you and they are drinking that sweetness from your face. After looking at you for a long time and unknowingly they drank so much sweetness, their mouth has become so sweet now. Because of that sweetness, they have lost the taste buds. So they are now confused. Where is my taste buds? I need to get my taste buds again. We just drank so much of sweetness. And to change that, then they change their focus from you, mother, to the ordinary moon. Even though ordinary moon is also reflecting nectar, but that nectar is so light. It is actually, that nectar appears amla ruchaya, something very sour in front of your moon-like sweetness, in front of the sweetness that you are radiating by smiling. So this chakora birds, they are seeking something sour, and that's why they turn to the moon rays, and then they drink the rays of the moon every night, because they are not able to handle the sweetness which you are radiating all the time. So by this we meditated on Mars smile. Now we go to the next one. So just see how beautiful Shankaracharya has written. We started from the sky, which resembled Ma's hair, and then we came to the ears, eyes, nose. Now we are right on her smiling face, and the smiling face is so bright like a moon and so nectarian and sweet. Now we go to the shloka number 64. अविश्रान्तं पत्युर् गुणगण कथाम्रेडन जपा जपा पुष्पच्छाया तव जननी जीवा जयति सा यदग्रासीनाया स्फटिकदृशत् छच्छविमही सरस्वत्या मूर्ति परिणमति माणिक्य वपुषा. So the mouth, we meditated on the lips, we meditated on the teeth, now we go inside her tongue. See, when mother speaks, as if sweetness is dripping. Everything of mother is so beautiful. Everything. Her eyes are also very beautiful. They also have red color, white color, and her heart is very beautiful, so dedicated to Lord Shiva. Whatever you think about mother, it's all beautiful. And when she speaks, nectar is dripping. And when she speaks, so many Saraswatis are being born. Saraswati means knowledge. In fact, where is Saraswati getting her knowledge? She says Saraswati gets her knowledge from Ma Lalita. So here Shankaracharya says, oh mother, your tongue is just like the red hibiscus flower. He uses all these comparisons from natural things. It makes us easy to remember mother under all circumstances. When we look at the hibiscus flower, we should remember, oh, Ma's tongue, as red as this. When we look at the sun and the moon, Ma's eyes or Ma's breast. When we look at the twilight, Ma's third eye. When we look at the bamboo, say sometimes, oh, Ma's nose. If you look at a pearl, the pearl on Ma's nose ring. Imagine how, by looking at everything, we can center our mind on Ma's divine form. That is how beautifully he had made. And especially when you read this one, your tongue is red like hibiscus flower. When I read this, immediately in front of me, Ma Tara's picture come. Ma Tara's, have you seen those pictures? If not, Google them and see. Ma Tara's tongue coming out, and her tongue is all red, and she's adorned with a lot of hibiscus flowers. Everybody goes in and puts hibiscus garland to her. So she's all red. So here it is telling, oh ma, your tongue is like red, like a hibiscus flower. And what does it do? It is constantly speaking what? Glorious deeds about Lord Shiva. Guna Gana Katha Mridena Japa. Always, mother, with your tongue, you are only talking about the glories of Lord Shiva, glorifying Lord Shiva. And when you are glorifying this like Lord Shiva, Saraswati, who sits on your tongue, she also becomes red in color. Why? Because Saraswati's color is white, but she becomes one with you in oneness, and in that form, the red color of your tongue is becoming, she is becoming red herself, and you are talking about Lord Shiva, and then she picks it up from there, and then she also talks about Lord Shiva's glories. So her form, Saraswati's form also become red. Now let's go to the next one. रणे जित्वा दैत्यान् अपहृतशिरस्त्रैकवचिभिः निवृत्तै चण्डांशं त्रिपुरहरनिर्माल्यविमुखै विशाखेन्द्रोपेन्द्रै शशिविशदकर्पूरशकला विलीयन्ते मातस् तव वदनताम्बूलकबला. Now here, Ma's Vatsalya or Ma's affection is being described through a small story. In like 4 lines, there is a small story. Now we are meditating on Ma's mouth, her lips, her teeth, her smile, her tongue. What is the tongue doing? Constantly chanting, glorifying Lord Shiva. All this we have done. But what is the color of Ma's color of Ma's lips? It is red. And we see that Ma likes chewing beetle. So why is it becoming red? Because her tongue is red because of the chewing of the beetle leaves, and her lips are also red because of the chewing of beetle leaves. In India, there is a tradition. After eating food, we offer beetle leaves because beetle leaves have digestive properties. Not the pan that we eat from the shop, but just beetle leaves only, because they are Ayurvedic. So only the beetle leaves without anything else. You just offer it to Ma, and it's like a mouth freshener also, and it's like a digestive herb. So Ma chews that beetle leaf, and her lips and her tongues are always red. And Ma's beetle leaves is like a prasad to all the devatas and everybody there. So here it is said, the great warriors Skanda, Indra and Upendra, when they return from the war, there is always war happening between devatas and the asuras, the demons and the gods. Okay, so there is always war happening. So these devatas and the asuras, whenever they win a war, they come and they are celebrating victory. Oh, we won the war, and they're very happy. And when they come to mother's abode, they come to Srinagar, they first go to Lord Shiva and they bow down. Lord Shiva, hail to Lord Shiva, Shivji ki jai, Shivji ki jai. And Shivji is like, you guys look very happy. What happened? They're like, oh, we fought this asura. We defeated them. We are victorious because of both of your blessings. Now we are very hungry. Is there something to eat? Lord Shiva says, you see, where am I sitting? When I sit like a mendicant. There is no kitchen or anything here. And whatever is offered to me, you see that Chand there? Chand just takes everything. So Chand is that devata who takes whatever is offered to God, Lord Shiva, all the Nirmalya Chand takes. So says, you see near Nandi, Chand is sitting there. Chand has taken away all the Nirmalya. I am sorry, I don't have anything. I am very happy with your glorious deeds, but if you are hungry, you must go to your mother, Ma. Ma is the Annapurna. Ma is the Rajarajeshwari. Even I have to listen to her. So go to her. In her place, you will get everything that you want to eat. So the devatas, they go to Devi. And then with the crowns in their head, in their hand. They remove their crowns and they keep it at Devi's feet. Devi is sitting there. She's like, what happened? You all look very happy and very tired too. They're like, yeah, we just fought this particular Asura and now we have won by your blessings. We met Shiva also. We met Baba and Baba sent us here. We are very hungry now, Ma. Can you can you make some arrangement? Ma is like, yeah. Sit down, sit down. And Ma calls all the Sakhis and the Sevaks. Who are the Sakhis and the Sevaks? We have spoken in the previous video. How is the Mahal? How is this mansion, estate of Ma? I have spoken in video which I made only on shloka number 8. And then in the next videos I have spoken about Sakhis also. Sakhis are liberated souls. Who are these servants working there? Liberated souls. There could be ladies, there could be gents. Say when I say about this, say kitchen department or the jewelry department, or because I'm a woman, so I say like that. There might be some men listening to this and they'll be like, we are men, we can't even relate to what you're talking. So do men also have duties there? Yes, men also have duties. They are called sakhas. There are so many departments being held. All these planets coming and dissolution happening, and so many souls going in those planets, their department, and so many souls going up and down from this planet to that planet because of the repetition of birth and death. Who is handling all these departments? There could be sakhis, there could be sakhas. Say when you go, for example, when you are liberated and now you're going there, this is your first day there. So when you go, you have to cross the Sudha Sagar. So somebody will come to pick you up, no, in Sudha Sagar. So those could be sakhas, those could be sakhis. There are planes moving everywhere. They are driven by the sakhas and the sakhis. You can be in any department. You can be in these forms also. So it's not just sakhis, it is sakhas. Shiva's associates or sakhas. So they are all, working there. So those who are thinking like this, they go to that abode and they are liberated soul and they will get all the job there. There are so many things to do. The only difference from that variety and this variety here in the earth, like the way we are doing, all our work only creates tension, anxiety and depression. But in that world, the work only creates joy, more joy, more joy, more joy. There is no jealousy. Even if there is a jealousy between two people, it only increases the happiness, because everybody's one common goal is to serve Lord Shiva and Ma. So everybody in that world is happy. Okay? And all of you can be in that world. Do not think that is somebody else's world. Whose lineage you are, whose vansh are you? Bhagavati's vansh, Bhagavati's ansh, Ma's lineage, Ma's children. So you have the full right to be in Ma's abode. Realize that in this body. And when you leave the body, you go straight to Ma's abode. Okay? All right. So we were talking about the story of this devtas. So the devtas come, mother, we are hungry now. Can you make some arrangement? And you can imagine, yes, come on, sit down. And then mother looks at all of us. We are the sevak and sevikas there, sakhis. And mother's like, please arrange something for them. And then we all set up the table and the kitchen people are coming and you can see all the devis are there. We are also dressed like devis only. This is not an ordinary dress there, okay? Everybody looks the same there. Like if you go to China, everybody will look Chinese. If you go to some other country, you go to India, everybody will look like an Indian. If you go to Mexico, everybody will look like Mexican. If you go to Europe, they will look like European. They all have one particular traits, right? The skin color or however they look. They all have certain qualities which make them European or make them Chinese or make them different countries, right? Similarly, when you are in Ma's look, you will look like Ma's extension only. So everybody is dressed up like Ma only. Because why everybody is dressed up like Ma? That also is a thing. Because when Ma wears a dress, she lives it. And that dress becomes prasad. Everybody else wants to wear those dresses. So all the ladies there are wearing Ma's prasad, the dress which Ma has worn. Okay? So this way. So Ma, now let's get back to our work, our shloka here. So the devtas are hungry. So Ma says to the sakhis, please serve them. They're very hungry. And then the kitchen opens up and the dining table is set. And so many of the food will come nice food, and all the devatas are enjoying, eating, and being very happy. And then after the food is done, Shivji also is come there by the time, and Shivji is like, "Are you guys happy now? Ma fed you enough? Yeah, yeah, we are happy, but we are still not full. The stomach is full, but the mind is not feeling, complete. Why? Mind is not fulfilled. No, stomach is fulfilled, but not the mind. Why? What is your mind hankering for? Ah, mother, after eating such sumptuous meal, we need that beetle. Mother is like, yeah, 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 sure, sure. Sakis, get the beetle. The Devta says, no, mother, not the beetle which Sakis are going to get. We want the beetle which you have tasted. Do you have any leftovers, please? Ma laughs. Ma says, Saki, get the beetles. And then Shiva takes the beetle and gives it to mother. And then Shiva also takes a bite of it. And that beetle leaf, which was bitten by both of them, that beetle leaf, then small, small pieces are made and then distributed in all the devatas, and distributed in all the devis, and distributed in all the sakis and the servants and the sakhas, whoever are there serving in that dining hall. So this shloka, especially, I told you such a big story, but this shloka is actually talking about Ma's affection and how people love her there. And when they go to Shiva, they don't get anything, but they come to Ma and they eagerly take the leftover of the tambula. Tambula means the betel leaves given by Ma after she has taken a bite of it. That is prashadam. All right, next one. We go to 66. Vipancha gayanti vividhamapadanam pashupate tvayarabdhe vaktum chalita shirsha sadhu vachane tadiye madhurye rapalapita tantri kalaramam nijam veenam vani Nichulayati cholena nibritam. Everybody had dinner, everybody had lunch, good food, meal, everything. And then sometimes in the evening, they all come out for a stroll. They decide, okay, we will sit in the coral garden today. And then they decide to go and sit there. So when they go in that garden, okay, so everything, I said coral garden. So your color, now you know what colors will be there. It will be all red in color. Okay. The flowers will be red. The canopy will be red, the gazebo will be red, and so it is decorated like that. Wherever they are going to sit, it will be red, and all the people that are coming, or all they come to meet Ma and Shivji in the evening. It's evening time. The birds have come, the deers have come, the peacocks have come. They are dancing, and Ma and Baba are sitting and enjoying and talking and laughing with each other. And all the devatas are sitting there, right there. All the sages have come, and they are all sitting and laughing at Ma's jokes. All these things are happening. And then Saraswati comes with her veena. And Saraswati says, I want to sing praises. I have written this new song. I want to sing it for Lord Shiva. Ma, can I? Ma says, yes, yes, sure, sure. And then Saraswati opens her veena and then she starts playing and she starts praising Lord Shiva in her bhajan, in her songs. Ma is listening. Shiva is very happy. Devatas are engrossed. When Ma is listening, remember, the earrings are just hitting here, and then the song, and then the little sound comes. Ma does not make a sound. The sound is here. That sound of the bell, which is like So every time Saraswati is singing, Ma is picking up the tune. And slowly, when Saraswati is about to end, Ma picks up the tune, and then Ma starts singing the glories of Lord Shiva. Her tongue is red, we described, only because she's always chanting glories of Lord Shiva. When Ma starts singing glories of Lord Shiva, Saraswati feels so kind of shy or embarrassed that what was I even singing in front of Ma? When Ma sings, she sings so beautifully that Saraswati turns red out of shyness or kind of embarrassment. And then Saraswati takes the veena, her own veena, and then she wraps it up nicely in a cloth and puts it aside. And she also sits there hearing Ma's Vani, Ma's song, and everybody is enchanted by Mother singing. So earlier when we described about Ma's tongue being red, now you understood from that red tongue, Saraswati is turning red. Now that Leela is written in this shlok, that pastime is written in this shlok. Why she turns red? She turns red out of shyness, out of embarrassment, that he cannot match Ma's talent even in singing or glorifying about Lord Shiva. Alright, now next one. कराग्रेण स्पृष्टं तुहिनगिरिणा वत्सलतया गिरीशेन उदस्तं मुहुः अधरपानकुलतया करग्राहं शम्भो मुखमुकुरवृन्तं गिरिसुते कथं कथंकारं ब्रूमः तव चुबुकं औपम्यरहतं. Now here, so we meditated so much on Ma's mouth, her speaking, her singing, her this thing. All the way till here we are done. Now we are coming on the chin. He says, Oma, you have such a nice dimple on your chin. You know, so that dimple, it is very difficult to describe. He says, Aupamya rahitam. He says, there is nothing by which I can describe this little chin of yours. It is so beautiful. It is matchless. And then he says, all I can say is, this chin, which has this little depression or this little dimple here, it has come. It only shows that this is the affection of your father or Lord Shiva. When you are a baby, your father used to hold you in his arms, and then he used to look at your moon-like face, so beautiful. And when you must be smiling, your father must be just holding your cheeks like this. Oh my baby, oh my baby. Just imagine, mother being such a small baby and she's in the father Himalaya's lap, and then he's playing with her little chin, and she's so soft that the chin got an impression of father's thumb, and even though that impression is there, but that impression is only indicating father's love. So, like, that is one of the things. Another thing is, when she was grown up, then she was married to Lord Shiva, and she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful that when Lord Shiva looks at her, he couldn't control. Ma is like little shy. Okay, now they're married. So Ma is little shy, and her eyes are down. She's not able to look directly into the eyes of Shiva because she was looking very good as a husband. So Ma is feeling a little shy. Her eyes are down, but Shiva is not able to control. So Shiva puts his hand on mother's chin, and 2 times he does like this. So just by doing like this, so one was father's affection, now her husband's affection. Both are imprinted right on the chin, and because of that, there is a dimple on the chin, because Shiva lifted her face 2 times to see her. Not 2 times, many times to see her. So this is how I can only describe your chin. When I look at your chin, I only see the love of Himvan and your father, and I only see the love of your consort, of your husband, Lord Shiva. भुजाश्लेषा नित्यं पुरदमियुतु कण्टकवती तव ग्रीवा धत्ते मुखकमलनालश्रियम्मियं स्वतः श्वेता काला गुरुबहुलजम्बालमलिना मृणालीलालित्यं वहति यदधोहारलतिका. Now we meditate on the whole face. Now the attention goes on the neck part. So first on the back of the neck. He says, "Oh mother, your face is like that of a lotus, and your neck is holding that lotus. So your neck is like that of a lotus stalk. And then on that lotus stalk, when you see lotus on the stalk, you will see thin filaments. So mother's neck also has like small, very fine hair. And he says, oh mother, when Shiva comes to you closer, and he just puts his hand around your shoulder. So Shiva putting the hand on Ma's shoulder and or embraces Ma, he says, when he does that, you get that goosebumps. And that goosebumps, makes your hair raise on your neck. And you appear so beautiful at that time, so beautiful at that time. I can only compare those rising hair to the filaments on the lotus stalk. And on that neck, you are wearing a pearl necklace. And that pearl necklace, I can see that it has become a little blackened. Why it has become little blackened? Because of the application of aguru paste mixed with sandalwood, and that is why your neck right now is resembling a little darker lotus stalk. So with that, we meditated on one part of mother's neck. Now we're coming and meditating on the front part of mother's neck. गले रेखास्त्रिस्तो गतिगमक गीतैक निपुणे विरह विवाह व्यानाद्ध प्रगुण गुण संख्या प्रतिभुवः विराजन्ते नाना विध मधुर रागाकर भुवां त्रयाणानां ग्रामाणां स्थिति नियम सीमान Ivate. Oh mother, there are 3 distinct lines on your neck. What are these 3 distinct lines? They are indicative of your expertise in musical modes, musical modulations and musical songs. So you are very expert in musical notes. And these 3 lines are also indicative of your marital status, meaning they resemble the Mangal Sutra. It's like a chain a woman wears after her marriage. So these 3 lines in your neck resemble that of the Mangal Sutra thread tied around your neck at the time of marriage. They also indicate other gamuts of musical scales known as Shadja, Madhyama and Gandhara. Having these 3 lines only indicate auspiciousness on your neck. So this way we meditate on Ma's neck. After that we are going to the last shloka for today. This shloka, now we start meditating on Ma's hand. मृणाली मृदीनां तव भुजलतानां च तसृणां चतुर्भिः सौन्दर्यं सरसिज भवस्तौति वदनै नखेभ्ये सन्तस्यं प्रथममथनात् अन्धकरिपो चतुर्णां शीर्षाणां समम abhaya hastarpana dhiya. It so happened that Brahma earlier used to have 5 faces, but he was very proud of himself, and he did something wrong. So Shiva got angry, and with just his nail, Shiva chopped off Brahma's head. After that, Brahma lost his 5th head, and then Brahma wanted his other 4 heads to be safe. And he realized, Shiva, I will be only safe when I go to mother, and if mother protects me, then Shiva will not do anything. And since then, Brahma is always coming and bowing in front of you, keep putting his crown right at your feet, and he's always praying to you with his 4 faces. And he is always praising the beauty of your arms which are very soft. So when we meditate on Ma's arms, we have to meditate like they are the softest arms ever. We tell all these stories, but our meditation has to be this strong. The Ma's hands are very soft and very loving, and Ma is always bestowing fearlessness. So Brahma also, if he wants to get protected by Shiva, he is going to Ma, because Ma's affection surpasses everybody's affection, and Shiva also listens to Ma. So Ma's affection is like that. For all her children, she is very protective. So Brahma goes there, and Brahma is always praising the beauty of Ma's four soft arms, and these arms are like that of Mridina, like a lotus stalk, and they are as graceful as a golden creeper. So Ma's arms are very long, and they are like very soft and very tender, and they are like a golden creeper. And because golden, because mother is shining bright, so her arms are shining bright, and it resembles that of lotus stalk. Again, why lotus stalk again and again? Because Ma's hand, we call it Karakamal. Karakamal means like lotus. Why lotus? Because whomever she touches, we feel that coolness from her. Her whole form is that of coolness or calmness or peaceful. We are very troubled in the world, but when we go and we put our head on the lotus feet of Ma, and if Ma puts her hand on our heads, so we feel the coolness from her lotus feet, and we also feel the coolness from her hands. So this is the lotus palm, and then her rest part of the hand is the stalk of lotus. And also the hands are very long, so they are resembling like a golden creeper. So with this we end the meditation on her hands. We have just begun. There are more meditations in the next shlokas that we will do in the other videos. Till then, Jai Ma, Jai Lalitambika, Jai Gurudev.